Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adenike Olakunle. For those who are new here, I'm also known as the Saint Nurse on Instagram and on Twitter. As you can see from the title of this video, this is what we're talking about today. I'm about to give you some really hot stuff, a gist and some pieces of information. So subscribe to this channel, like this video, do something, give back to this channel. Thank you. So let's proceed into today's business. Did you copy that? Yes. It's been so surreal, it's been exciting, it's been interesting, challenging, eye-opening massively. I just talked about it briefly on my Instagram story. A lot of questions like, how did you do it? What did you have to do? And I just thought, okay, I'm going to, answer all of these questions because I feel like chatting would not do justice to it. If this interests you, please keep watching. And a disclaimer, this doesn't mean that this is all that you have to do. I'm just going to give you some practical tips that I think would also work for you if you follow them. First and foremost, I need you to define what growth means to you, what success means to you, what exactly is the path that you want to go that will give you that fulfillment, that will make you feel like you have truly grown or you are growing. One of the mistakes I made when I just got to the United Kingdom was that I thought I would just be a staff nurse for like 5 years, get my citizenship, and then start a business. That was all I thought I would do. Coupled with the fact that when you see some Black people that have been here for like 10-15 years and you ask them, they are still band 5 staff nurses, and you ask them, how long have you been here? And they say 15 years. I'm like, wow. So it means that you can be a staff nurse for as long as you want. So it is highly important not to use other people as your yardstick. It is important for you to determine what exactly you want and what is obtainable, that is within your reach. So define what success means to you and start working towards it. Whatever you think, whatever pathway you think you want to go, whatever level you think you want to attain, it is actually possible. That is one thing that is profound for me. Unlike in Nigeria, where you have regimented specialties, there are so many specialties that it is until I got here that I got to know they are not conventional specialties. When it comes to career growth in the United Kingdom, especially because we didn't go to school here, we are foreigners and we are on tier 2 visa, you will need, first and foremost, you will need knowledge. And by knowledge, I mean the right information. What is obtainable for you, especially where you are in the area, in the region, what is obtainable for you in England, what is obtainable and what is achievable in your city or your town. Now narrowing it down to your trust, what is obtainable, what is achievable in your trust where you are. I don't believe that there is really anywhere you cannot go on tier 2, really. I don't believe there is anywhere you cannot go or any post you cannot, but like I said, you need the right information. So try to dig deeper in your trust or with your employer. Just make sure you have the right information. What is achievable, what is obtainable, and how can I get it? Another thing that you will actually need to help you in your career growth journey is the right network of people. You cannot be a lone ranger. I said this in one of my videos. You can't be a lone ranger in the United Kingdom. You have to roll with the big girls. You have to know where it is happening. If you are not a Christian, if you are not a Muslim, you don't have a community, conferences are for you, seminars are for you. You need to network with people. You need to be going out, meeting people and talking to them. How will you get relevant information when you don't talk to people? Your friends that you came from Nigeria with, that you came on the same day and you are sticking together, very good. It's good, very, very good. I'm not asking you to ditch your friend. I'm saying you need to reach out to people beyond your, that you came together. There are people that came before you, that they are doing exploits. Shout out to those women in my church where they have access to the big girls, the big boys, and they are not holding the information. I got my job because somebody, a blessed sister, actually sent me the link to apply for that job. On my own, I wouldn't have been able to see that job. I mean, I was searching for job from December 2021 up until like February 2022. I was actively applying for jobs. I have done several interviews. Don't get me wrong, I got all of those jobs, but they were outside of my current trust, and they were in another city. They were, another department. They were totally unrelated to what I am doing now. And some were band 5, and I got one band 6 role that I applied for in another trust. I was busy applying for all of those jobs. If this sister had not sent me that link, the one within my trust, I would not have gotten this job today. And I cannot overemphasize the importance of rolling with people that know the road. So if it means calling them auntie, calling them sis, you have arrived, glory to God. But you have not even arrived when you are not, at where you want to be in your career. Don't let yesterday's success and yesterday's achievements make you a mediocre. There is always more. There is, no matter where you think you are or whatever you have achieved now, there is still more, right? So roll with them. Give them the honor that they deserve. Be close to them. Give value to them. They will give value back to you. So they have access to right information they can share with you. That job was practically one person sending a link to me, and I applied for it. I could apply for it and still not get the job. Don't get me wrong, because obviously I also did my part. Number 3, be willing and be prepared to move. Like you are not a tree. Be willing to move, because sometimes the role that you are looking for, the specialist role or the higher role that you are looking for, may not be available on your ward. It might mean moving to another ward or department. It might not even be available in your whole trust. It might mean that you have to look into moving into another trust entirely. In January, I did interview for different hospitals that are not even my trust at all. Like three places that are not within my trust. I just applied to them. Northumbria, Gateshare, Newcastle. I just kept on applying to different trusts. I was ready and I was willing to move out of my comfort zone. If your desired role or specialty or band is not available in your ward, you are not a tree, move to another place. Number 4, you need to find the relevant courses, do a degree or do your master's, whatever it is that you need, because some job will require you to have some certifications, and some job will require you to have basic BNSC or master's. And that is why it is important to define what you really want and where you want to go, because it is after defining where you want to go, you start looking for the prerequisite or the requirements for your desired role or specialty, and you can now start doing courses that will take you, build you up for that role. And when I enrolled for my degree, I chose courses that I know would be really, really relevant to my journey. For example, I did leadership and management in health, I did public health, I did infection control. I chose those courses that I know that if I put them on my CV to some extent, I'll be considered, right? And so if you already know what you want to do, put those things into action by going for those courses, and you'll be well on your way. You don't have to wait for your employer to sponsor you. Why are you working if you cannot sponsor yourself? It's about, just setting your priorities really, and one step at a time, and you'll be on your way. Another thing that I'm going to say is that you need to sleep and wake up on your trust intranet. On your trust internet, especially make sure you read your trust bulletin. On your intranet, there is always internal vacancies. You really need to be checking. And in fact, some trusts, like my trust, they have dedicated page for career development or career growth that you can read through. There is a wide range of resources available on that particular page, and you can make use of it. Ignorance is not an excuse really, because there is always something that is available for you to use. Another thing is, be bold enough to take this step. Put your biases aside. Oh, I'm black, they will not give me. Oh, I'm short, they will not give me. Oh, they don't like me, they will not give me. While that may be true for some people, it is not true for everybody. Put that aside. Your case might just be different. So don't allow those biases and conclusions that you already have in your head to stop you from taking that bold step, applying for that job, applying for that higher role. The worst case scenario, you will get a no, you didn't get the job, and you will ask them what exactly went wrong. Like a feedback, I would like to know, why was I not chosen? If you apply for so many jobs, you get interview to attend some, you get some interview, you go for them. By the time you attend 3-4 interviews, you probably be gaining more confidence and more knowledge on what they are expecting from you. So be bold enough, be confident enough to apply for those jobs. Don't put your biases in front of you. Your case might just be different. When I was sent that link, I started wondering if I would be able to if I would get the job, would I be considered? Plus, there are so many people that have the requirement. They have the masters, they have all of these things that that I thought would be probably against me. So, but then I took the courage, I was bold enough to still put the application forward. In fact, I think I submitted my application a day to the closing date. Don't let your biases stop you. Do it afraid. Another thing I'm going to say is to review and update your CV regularly. So you have done a course, you have passed the course, update your CV regularly. Just go through your CV. What is there? Something that you brought from Nigeria that brought you here is not going to be the one to take you to the next level. You definitely need to, rejig and, add some things to it. What have you gained now? Add it to your CV. I use NHS tracks, and I use NHS jobs and tracks jobs to do my CV, to review it all the times. If I want to apply for a job, I just edit it and touch it up and touch it up and touch it up. Not like I'm going to lie, I'm just going to adapt it to the role that I'm applying for. I'm just going to rejig it and make it look reasonable enough so that I can at least get to be called for interview. And when I get to the interview, definitely I'm going to put in my best as well. So in conclusion, I would say this: be guided, arm yourself with the right information, and pray like no man's business. I know this because when I was going for that interview, Shebi, I mentioned to you the other time that there are so many people that were coming to the interview that had more qualifications than I had, and it was a concern for me. But when I was brooding about it, God gave me a word and said, who art thou mountain before Zerubbabel? So who art thou mountain before Adenike Olakunle? And God said in his word that it is not by power, it's not by might, but by my spirit. And I held on to that word, and I started declaring that word It's not by my power, it's not by my might, but by the Spirit of the living God. And as I was saying that, I was really led when I was preparing for my interview. As I said earlier, I went to prepare for that interview. I spent like a whole day reading articles relating to the job role that I was going to do. I found case studies, scenarios, and things that I could use. And during the interview, God actually wowed them through me, because even I, from the interview table, I knew that I probably got this job because they were just saying wow, wow, wow. Like I said, be guided. God definitely guides people. I can tell you that firsthand. I hope this meets your expectation. I hope this answers your question. And if you enjoyed this video and it answered your question, do me a favor, like this video, drop your comment in the comment box. Let me know you enjoyed this video. Let me know this was helpful to you. Ask your question in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you now find this video so helpful, don't forget to share this video with someone on, whatever platform you are on. And then you can connect with me on Instagram. My name is Adenike Olakunle, and I will see you in my next video.